and wait for light level to adjust. Hi, few things to say to my American friends and enemies. I'm sure you've already had more than enough earfuls from pompous Englishmen telling you how to speak proper, but and far be it from me to tell you what is and isn't the American language. I don't mind your double negatives and your split infinitives and your sentences ending in prepositions. I think it's all adorable. I think you can even say I could care less instead of I couldn't care less. I get it. It's the suggestive voice, as in you're striving to care less. You do care, but you're using that care to try and care less. It's a very American approach. And it's a bit of a clunky syntax, but it can be made to work. You can say the words in whatever order you like, as long as it still makes sense. Unfortunately, the same does not go for individual sounds. For instance, the word is irony, not irony. The R is here, not here. Unless you're a Norwegian prostitute, there is no such word as irony. It's funny, you always say, that's irony, but you never say, that's ironic. No, ironic. You've got that half of it right, why can't you? And you say iron. It's not iron. The R is here, not here. You can remove the R altogether like we do, iron, but you can't put it back in the word in the wrong fucking place. Again, you can add whatever flavour you like to the accent, but it is important that you say the sounds in the right order, because otherwise it's not actually language. It's just the blind sonic machinations of your face. Another one, it is intimate, not intimate. You should be thinking of intimacy, but for some reason you can't stop thinking of intermittent. A minor misuse which nevertheless speaks volumes about your sex life, America. Oh. He's just swapping letters around, which is a slippery slope to eventually letting chicken molesters call themselves electric she-monks. And what the fuck do you think literally means, America? It does not mean the same as totally. It means non-hyperbolic. It means this actually happened. I don't want to stand in the way of linguistic evolution, but this isn't evolution. This is linguistic extinction. The death by paradox of an entire definition. You're saying the word literally, but you don't mean the word literally, you mean it non-literally. But you don't know you're being non-literal because you don't know what literally means. You're ironing an entire meaning out of existence, America. And I am quite reluctant to call you America. I do make the effort to say the USA or the States, because you're not America. You're not even half of it yet. Why aren't you half of it? You got all the way up to those straight lines at the north and south, and you stopped. What's up with that? Why are you bombing the Antipodean desert people when you could be expanding your own geographical empire? It's not as if anyone's going to stop you. If you invade Mexico, do you think Europe's going to sail over there and say, "What are you doing? I can't believe you are warmongering America is so unlike you." No, we're just going to go fuck about bloody time. Are you finished with the Middle East now? Can we? No? Okay, you just hold on to it. It's hilarious that Americans think the British are stuck up. We've got a stick up our ass. Well, I'd rather have a stick than a skyscraper. It's not even in your ass. It's pierced all the way through out the other side. You've got all the world's richest, craziest people skewered together on a fucking totem pole going, "Oh, God hates fags! More guns, less drugs! Can't say love on TV! It's inappropriate! 20-year-olds aren't mature enough to drink alcohol, but they're mature enough to have a 6-year-old child with their cousin! Can't call it a toilet, that's rude! Rude, it's a fucking toilet. That's what it's called. In Britain, you have to be extremely, unusually posh to call it anything but a toilet. Whereas in America, in the land of the free, everyone has to call it a bathroom. Bathroom? Do you bathe in the piss? Do you piss in the bath and then bathe in the piss that you just pissed in the bath? Try again. Restroom? You can have a rest in there. It's difficult to lie down in a toilet without looking like a corpse. But yeah, you can rest there. But then again, you can rest in any room. It's the one activity that you could try out in pretty much any room. You could be trapped in a vent shaft above a boiler, and you could technically have a rest there after a brief struggle for your life. You know, when you've gone abroad or something, and someone says to you, "Hey, you're English? Hey, my cousin lives in England, Tommy Gunderson. You must know that son of a bitch." I always say, "Oh, Tommy, yeah, no, he died painfully. His ass turned inside out, literally, started pumping shit back into his body, and he just filled up with shit until all his organs were replaced with shit. It took him years to die. Hereditary condition. Apparently, you're one of his relatives, are you?" No, I do not know your poxy fucking cousin. Oh, and the British have bad teeth. No, the British have medium teeth, my dear friend. Have you seen some of those Aborigines? They have bad teeth, my friend. They've got one hanging out the front, one sticking out the side, one poking out the nose. That's bad teeth. We don't have bad teeth in Britain. We just have a very bad dental health to national GDP ratio. Get it right. By the way, that bit about Aborigines wasn't actually racist. The word Aborigine doesn't mean Australian native. It means native of anywhere. Ab-origine, from the Aryan. It's not my fault you don't speak Latin. Xenophobe. Or Greek. Shut up. But no, I'm British, right? So when I say Aborigine, I must be talking about British people. Racism-free racism. Sorry, race-free racism from the people who brought you alcohol-free beer. Beer. There's Britain and America are said to be two countries separated by a common alcoholic beverage, and it's true. You can tell we're two countries cut from the same cloth, or a similar cloth, because we both love our beer, and we both have governments that try to screw us out of our beer in various different ways. In the States, they try and screw you out of beer by lowering the alcohol content, you know. I'm telling you it's twice as high as it is with the cunning use of the word proof. They just sell you this diluted shandy extract and call it beer. You haven't got to drink 30 pints of the stuff just to get a buzz. And you can see why that only works in the States. 30 pints? What is that? 50 gallons? Well, I drink that much milkshake for breakfast. Let me just unplug this here Pepsi drip and plug me in some of this elbow. Whereas in Britain, that doesn't quite work. We don't have those dietary habits. So here, they try and screw us out of beer by simply jacking up the price. Constantly and massively. And they claim it's to prevent binge drinking, but it doesn't seem to work. Gadzooks! Poor people are still binge drinking, even though we tested up the arse. What's happening? Yeah, no, it's not the poor people who go into a pub, order 15 jugs of Stella and a roast suckling donkey, and then 5 minutes later fuck off to the next pub and throw the donkey at a spastic. No, the poor people, turns out, they're at home nursing half a can of warm white lightning and a rag soaked in WD-40 and a cigarette paper full of dried cat shit, because that's all they can fucking afford anymore. Sorry, I just remembered how much my country sucks. Why am I complaining about yours? Well, that's right, because most of my subscribers are American. You don't give a fuck about what goes on in Britain. Most of you think Britain's a town in Massachusetts. Well, fuck it then. Sorry I complained about you. Thanks for inventing the internet. And well done for not destroying it yet. I think that's my 10 minutes. I've got to go.